Hello everyone, this is Dylan Stevens, Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist. Today I wanted to talk about the importance of mechanics and technique form for beginners specifically. So everybody knows that technique and form are very important, but today I wanted to give you some reasons why, particularly for beginners, why form is so important. So first and foremost, a beginner needs to have good form to avoid injuries in the future. So it's very rare for a beginner to get injured doing any sort of compound lifts, such as deadlifts or squats. The weight is usually so light that it won't stress their tissues enough to tweak anything or injure anything. As you get stronger, though, these weak points in your mechanics will be exposed. Personally, I've had a lot of injuries due to poor mechanics in the beginning. So I was able to deadlift, light weights, bad form, get away with it. But as I got stronger and bigger, these injuries started to pop up. I would herniate discs and I would have hip issues. So if I had, from the beginning, started focusing on form 100% and trying to perfect that form, I would have avoided those injuries. So number one is avoiding injuries in the future. You won't be strong enough to injure yourself at first, but if your goal is to get stronger, eventually the weak points in your mechanics are going to come to fruition. So next is mind-muscle connection. So I'll give an example for lat pull down. So a beginner will start doing lat pull downs and they'll be very bicep dominant. So, they'll pull down and they won't feel their lats and they'll be primarily using their biceps. And I personally had this issue for the first few years of lifting weights. I've been lifting weights for around 10, 11 years. And I never really realized I wasn't hitting my back as much as I could with lat pull downs until a couple, 2-3 years ago. So learning the mind muscle connection and using form to hit the right muscles and activate the right muscles is crucial to strength and size development. So next is forming good habits. So it's very easy to get caught up in bad habits and make that your norm. So if you use bad form on a back squat and over the years you continue to squat with that bad form, when you eventually learn how to use good form, it's going to be really hard to break out of the bad form and it's just going to cause a lot of issues. So making good form a habit will prevent you from having to break out of the bad habit in the first place. So next is learning how to transfer what you learn in the weight room to real life. So if you learn deadlift the wrong way and you use bad form in the beginning, you won't realize how important using that correct form in everyday life is. So a lot of the reason why you go to the gym is so you can transfer that into everyday life. You want to get stronger, not just so you can have a bigger deadlift or a bigger bench press, but so you can transfer that into other aspects of life. So picking up heavy objects around the house, if you learn how to deadlift the wrong way and you use that same poor form for lifting up objects around the house, maybe you'll get injured that way and you won't be utilizing the right muscles and you're not very efficient. So getting into a good habit in the beginning will allow you to transfer the things you learn in the weight room into real life. So lastly is improving results and the speed in which these results will come to you. So if you use proper form in, say, a deadlift and you realize that you need to squeeze your shoulder blades together and you need to activate your glutes, use your hamstrings, keep your back straight, you will hit the right muscles and you will develop these muscles a lot quicker. As I said earlier, with the mind-muscle connection and avoiding injuries, it all comes together to allow you to see results a lot faster. So you'll do things the right way and you'll get to where you want to be very quickly.